Sitting top of Africa in terms of the medal tally in the All Africa Games, the Kenya boxing team will be keen to improve their performance when the games kick off in Rabat, Morocco. I had an earlier conversation with the team manager Isaac Mbote, and he had this to say about the team's preparation ahead of the Continental Showpiece. Mbote, first of all, asante sana, another chance to talk to you, not just as an official of Boxing Federation of Kenya, but now as the team manager of the boxing team for the All Africa Games. First of all, let's talk about the mood in camp and how the team is preparing ahead of the All Africa Games in Rabat, Morocco.
Thanks for having me once again. Um, you just asked me some questions. The team is in high spirits. So far, so good. I can't complain. And like you, I think you've just seen because you came a little bit earlier. Today they're doing conditioning. And let me just give a lot of thanks to the four coaches that were appointed. That's Coach Musa, Coach Cobra, Coach Munuhe, and Coach Jaoko. They are really doing a good job. Let me say this first. I want to give a lot of thanks to our president, Jamal. He has really brought a lot of changes in boxing. Just like you're asking the question, of course, we had a lot of wrangles. And the last time we had an interview with you, I did promise you that change is coming. Okay? Wapende wasipende. And of course, as you know, we held our elections. And this is a new, it's a new world. So this time around, we went to Mombasa during the third leg, where we were able to select a good team, the team that is going to represent this country. And this is the team that is doing camp in Kasarani. So, like you're asking me, there are a lot of changes, and we expect a lot of changes. And this is all due to the president. He really has a passion for boxing. And some of the things that he has done, we've never seen this before. And changes are going to come. And I did promise you the last time we met at Charter Hall, I told you, give us a couple of years and you'll see a brand new hit squad. And that's what we have embarked on. And that's exactly what we're trying to do. I kept my promise. And when we went to Mombasa, all the teams converged in Mombasa for the third leg camp trials. And that's why now you see we have boxers from all the arms of government and the private boxing clubs. You can see a majority of our boxers are from the services, apart from prison, unfortunately. But six of our boxers are from the Kenya Police, and we have two from KDF. The rest are just from clubs. So this is exactly what we were talking about. The first time when I met and we discussed with you, we were not going to victimize anybody. The only time we had our differences, which were being brought by the former chairman, Mr. Kameta, who is gone. And I promise you he's going to go away. And that's exactly what we did. It's unfortunate that he had brought boxing to its lowest, ebb. And we are just catching up from his messes, all right? And we've come back in full force. And that's what I'm saying. The president has really put on a lot of effort to make sure this team stays united. This team has just begun, and you can see the fruits. I personally, as Isaac Mbote, I really have seen a lot of change, but having been in boxing for quite some time, the things that the president is doing is unbelievable. You just can't believe it. Yeah. The organizing committee of the All Africa Games, because they have included women this time in the boxing, championships, I don't think it is going really to affect us because, the weight of light flyer has been removed. Okay, but that's according to the organizing committee of All Africa Games, but that does not mean that our boxers who are not going to be presented in the Africa, they should put their guard down, considering we have the qualifiers which are going to start, maybe the end of this year and next year. So the weights that have been removed from the All Africa Games are those weights are in the Olympics. So to answer your question very simply, we have not forgotten our boxers. In fact, some of them are here training with us, and I will make sure they keep. By the time we come back from Rabat in Casablanca, from Morocco, they'll continue embarking, waiting for the world qualifiers for the Olympic Games. Yeah, we've just come from a difficult time. It's a transition. So what I know is that the team that we have right now is going to do well. Okay, we have all those kind of high hopes, and like you're talking about gold medals. boxing, apart from athletics, in our previous, championships anywhere in the world, we were always ranked second. The only discipline that used to bring medals, apart from athletics, that's what I'm saying. But we want to embark back to that. We want to go back to that. In due course, don't be surprised when we go back, when we start hitting, probably we even become, Africa boxing champions. Of course, we've been there before. We have become, King's Cup champions. There was a time we were King's Cup champion. There was a time we were Commonwealth champions. There was a time we were All Africa Games champions, considering the fourth All Africa Games in Nairobi. But to get his squad of the yesteryears, we need to go back to grassroots. Because no matter how many champions we have here, and they're aging up, of course, as you know that, because boxing has a time limit, we need to go back to primary school, secondary school, colleges, universities, you name it. And I'm also looking forward to working with the county governments. We're really asking for them to come and partner with us to be able to produce boxers, boxers from those age brackets. Once we've done that and the program starts rolling, I can assure you in a couple of years, Kenya will be a force to reckon with, in the world of boxing. Yeah. From the training program they're doing, I've also been exchanging some ideas with the coaches. Deep in my heart, I know I might not be able to tell you right now where we expect our medals to come from, but from what I'm saying, I can bank on about probably 6 to 7 boxers who are going to be able to be at the medal bracket, and I'm hoping. The other thing I'd like to emphasize here and probably let the people know is I hope once we get to Rabat for the boxing championship, I hope the judges that are going to be appointed to officiate these games, the boxing tournaments, are going to do their work properly. Our counter partners from the Arab-speaking countries, they speak French, wale watu bwana, mimi nawaogopa when it comes to officiating. I have an experience through that. There have been a lot of complaints, and this is my opinion as a team manager. I just hope that the people, we will be there, and if we find that probably the countries from the Anglo-speaking countries and our francophones, from as a team manager, I just hope, and I repeat again, I just hope we'll have good, officiating. Wale mandugu zetu, mimi Isaac Mbote, mimi nawaogopa. Wale Waarabu kwanza wale. I'm not racist, but that is the truth. I really hope they are going to be able to do the task and do their good.
Asante sana bwana Isaac Mbote, and all the best in the All Africa Games. We hope that at least not even 6, but even more than 6 medals, we can be able to get that.
Mshindi kwa kauli moja,